Hello guys, welcome to Academic Coordinates. In this video, we're going to be solving a quadratic inequality for x squared minus 1 is less than 0. Would you guys believe me if I would tell you that this is a difference of two squares in the sense that it's going to be 2x all squared minus 1 squared. This is less than 0. So it's going to take form of 2x minus 1 times 2x plus 1, right? Then from this, guys, what are the critical values here? Then from at this point, from this bracket, we're going to find that x is equals to what? X is equals to 1 over 2. Then from this bracket, we're going to find that x is equals to minus 1 over 2. So the critical values right now is going to be minus 1 over 2 and 1 over 2. So when you're solving quadratic inequalities, you should have an idea of how the function looks like. I'm going to show you how to solve this using the graphical method and the table method, right? So you should have some form of an idea of how this function looks like. So this is obviously a parabola, right? It's a parabola. So these are going to be the roots of this parabola, right? Okay, it's obviously supposed to be symmetrical, but this is not drawn to scale. There we're going to have minus a half. So those are the x-intercepts of half and 0, or minus half and 0, right? So what this is asking us now, it's basically asking us, okay, remember the x-intercept, so that the x-axis, its equation is y is equals to 0. So it says 4x squared minus 1 less than 0. So it's basically asking us, where is this graph below? Where is it below the x-axis? And that is this shaded point right here, right? And take note that it's strictly below, you know? So it's when x is between half and minus half. You know what I'm saying? So it can also be expressed in this fashion, minus half to half. So at this portion, the graph is below the x-axis, you know. Let me quickly show you how to, to use the table method to do this. So it is actually quite easier. The table method, it's quite an easy portion. So especially if you do not know how the function looks like, or you don't even need to know actually, the only thing you need to know is that a positive times a positive, you're going to get a positive. A positive times a positive divide by a positive, right? A negative times a negative, this is positive. A positive times a negative and vice versa, you're going to get a negative. Okay, and then now you've got 2x plus 1. You also have 2x minus 1, right? So what are the critical values over here? The critical values over here, it's going to be minus half and half, you know? So it's going to be minus half here and then positive half here. Okay, then choose any value between, choose any value of x where x is less than minus half. Let's say minus 10, for example. So if we choose minus 10 and we insert it here, we're going to get a negative value. You guys see that? And then if we put or substitute x of negative half in this portion, we're going to get a 0. Choose any value of x that is between half and positive half. We are going to get a positive value. Then choose any value of x that is greater than half, let's say 4, you know, we are still going to get a positive value. Let's come to the second bracket. So now, if we choose any value of x that is less than minus half, you're going to get a negative value. And then any value of x that is between half and minus half, let's say 0, we are still going to get a negative value. And then at half, this is going to equals to 0, right? And then any value of x that is greater than half, that is what? A positive value. So now let's multiply out. Negative half, a negative times a negative is a positive, right? A positive times a negative is a negative. Positive times a positive is a positive. So the point we're interested in this case is this one, right? So we're interested in this portion, and so it's basically x is actually between half and negative half, which is what we found above. You know what I'm saying? So on the table method, this is all we need to know, and our expression should be in these forms right here. Then for the graphical method, we should have an idea of how the function looks like, taking note that the critical values are going to form roots of their quadratic function that you might be given. Do stay blessed and enjoy the rest of your day.